Hi, Ruben Taylor from Business Success Educators here, and in this video I'm going to share with you 4 tips on how you can hire great people for your business. You see, hiring people is such an important decision when it comes to business. Get it wrong and it's going to cost you a whole lot of time and money, not to mention the stress and frustration. But if you get it right, the right people will help grow your business, they'll help move your business forward. So here's 4 things to consider before you hire your next employee. The first one is to make sure that you are super clear on the type of person that you're after. Be clear on their personality, the behavior that you're looking for, the skills, the attitude. Be really, really clear, because that way when you start to talk to people, when you interview people, you'll be able to play snap. You'll be able to match the person with the ideal candidate that you're after. This will also help you write a great ad, because if you're super clear on who you're after, very easy to write an ad that's going to help attract the right type of person to your business. The second tip is to think of your recruitment as marketing. So what's marketing about? It's about getting the right message in front of the right people. So how can you get the message of the opportunity to work for your business in front of the right candidates? So this is why it's important to get very clear on who we're targeting, but also working out where can we find them in high concentrations. Also, what's important to them. Why would they work for you versus your competition? What's going to actually attract them to work for your business? And then make sure that you're getting the right message in front of the right person. If you can do that and make sure that you're thinking of as a marketer, you'll attract a lot more candidates. And the third one is that old saying, hire slow, fire fast. Take the time to get the right candidate. Be patient. I remember it took me 3 rounds of interviews to hire an assistant once because I wasn't ready to take the best of a bad bunch. In fact, that's a recipe for disaster if we're just taking best rather than what we actually need. And this is why it's really important to be clear on who we're after. That way, let's make sure we take the time to get the person that's going to make the biggest difference to our business. And the fourth one, and this is one of my favorites, is to uncover attitudes and behaviors during the recruitment process. Better to uncover it up front than to discover stuff, once they've already started. And this is why I'm a big fan of using things like group interviews, where you invite all the candidates together. That way you can see how they interact in a group. You can throw them into activities or games. You can actually see and experience how they greet you. Are they on time or are they late? How do they interact with the other people? How do they interact with other members of your team? Do they ask questions? You can discover a lot about a person's behavior when you put them into situations like that. So think of the different ways that you can actually uncover their behavior during the recruitment process. One other thing I like to do with key strategic hires, take them out to dinner with their husband or wife, see how they treat each other, how they connect with each other. Again, tells a lot about their behavior. Also love to put people into test projects. Give them an assignment, give them a test project, see how they behave to meet a deadline or to do the type of work that you want them to do. It's okay to have a trial day or a project to do that. So they're 4 tips that are going to help you get the right person next time. It starts with being very, very clear on who you're after. Secondly, it's to think of your recruitment as marketing. That way you're going to attract the right type of customers. Be patient and follow that old adage, hire slow, fire fast. And finally, uncover attitude and behaviors before you recruit or before they start. And that way you're going to get the right type of person who's going to serve your business for years to come. So thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll catch you in another video soon. Bye for now.